think the past is a very hard thing to let go of due to the fact that the past represents who we used to be. And the old version of ourselves, you'll find that it's very hard to let go of, even when you're determined to do it, even when you're determined to be a newer, better version of yourself, even when you're 100% certain that today is going to be the day that I'm going to be a new me. I'm going to be the best version of myself. I'm going to work towards it starting today. No matter how hard you convince yourself, no matter how hard you push yourself to do it, your old self is still going to be there. Your old self is still going to be clinging on because it's something that you're so used to. Once you're so accustomed to a certain lifestyle, whether it be a lifestyle of abuse, a lifestyle of loneliness, a lifestyle of depression, or a lifestyle of just people running over you, just whatever your lifestyle used to be, you find it hard. It's very hard to adjust to a new version of yourself. It's not impossible, but it's hard because you're so programmed to the old you that now you have to find new ways to channel old feelings, to channel old habits, to kick old habits, new ways to process old emotions. And those old emotions, they're going to carry on. Like, the emotions don't change. They don't. Sadness doesn't change. It's just what are you sad over? Anger doesn't change. It's just what are you angry over? Happiness, what are you happy about? Emotions don't change. Why you have those emotions, that's what changes. So your older self is going to remain there until you learn to kick that, until you learn to just really get rid of that. And it's going to take a long time. It's going to take a long time. Nothing happens overnight. You know, I hate the cliche saying Rome wasn't built in a day. You're not going to change overnight, but you are going to change. But don't focus so much on changing overnight, because when you do that, you're not really focusing. You're not seeing the change that you're currently making. You are changing as you go every single day. The harder you work, the more you're changing. The harder you work, the more that old version of you is going to go, it's going to get further and further behind you until you completely just, you know what, you forget about it. You forget the things that you used to do that you thought were good, but were really holding you back. You forget about the habits, the people that you felt were, that you know were holding you back to your true potential, from reaching your true potential. Everything that held you back from becoming what you are today, or what you're trying to be today, all that is going to be way behind you the minute you start realizing it's not impossible. Change is not impossible. Change is hard. It is. It's hard to become accustomed to. It's hard to adjust to, but it's possible. Nothing is impossible. When you realize that it's not going to get 100% easy, it's not going to be an easy road, but you're going to be more programmed. You're going to be more prepared. You're going to be more prepared for what comes tomorrow, what comes the day after tomorrow, what comes the day after tomorrow. You're going to be more prepared. You're going to be more ready, because you've accepted the fact that change is hard, but sometimes it's necessary. The things that are hardest in our lives are sometimes the most necessary things. Get rid of the old version of you. It's not going to happen just like that, but it will happen as long as you keep working towards it. You got to tell yourself every day, I'm better than what I was yesterday. I'm better than what I was 5 years ago. I'm better than the people that tried to hurt me. Tried to hurt you. Once again, nobody can hurt you unless you allow them to do it. Nobody can change you unless you allow them to change you. Surround yourself with people that are going to help better you. They're not going to try to change you. These are the type of people that realize that if somebody wants something, they have to work for it. If they want to be a better person, if they want to change, they have to change themselves. All we can do is encourage you to do so. All we can do is encourage you day in and day out. Every time we see you, hey, you are an amazing person. I appreciate you. You are a great person. I can say it, but until you believe that, it doesn't matter what anybody else says. It never matters what anybody else says. It's what you say and what you feel. Can you get rid of the old you? Yes, you can. I believe that you can. Because I did it. I'm not the best at everything. I'll be the first to admit that. I've made more mistakes. I've failed more than I've succeeded. I'm still failing, but I'm learning. I'm learning that failure, mistakes, that's not a bad thing. It's not. These are lessons. Every bump you come across, every bump or curb or obstacle or whatever it is, these are lessons to be learned. Study your past. Don't live in it. Really look at the old you and analyze it. Analyze that old version of you. Look at the pros and look at the cons. There's pros and cons to our past selves. Hang on to the pros. Get rid of the cons. Get rid of all those negatives. Focus on those positives. What was good about me back then? I want to keep that. Yeah, I had low self-esteem, low confidence, but I was still a genuine person. I still cared. And I never stopped. I don't want to stop being a genuine person. I don't want to stop being a good person. You should always thrive to be good. Thrive to be great. Another reason that we find ourselves constantly clinging to who we used to be is our fear of change. A fear of change that's something that can definitely hold you back. Matter of fact, that's the one thing that can hold you back is the fear of change, because you look at these new changes, these new things that are happening in your life, and at least for me, and I still go through this, these changes happen sometimes so fast that you have to question yourself, is this for the better? These things that are happening to me, everything these new people that I'm meeting, these new relationships that I'm building, all these changes in my life, is it right? Or is it too good to be true? These are questions that go through our head due to a fear of change. Because it's something that we're not used to. And things that we're not used to, it's hard to get used to. It's hard to get accustomed. It's hard to readjust, to reprogram who you used to be in order to appreciate who you are. That's one of the toughest things in the world to do. Because change is frightening. It is. But if it's frightening, that's the thing you gotta ask yourself. If it's scary, maybe there's some good in this. It's scary because it represents something that you have not yet conquered and you have to conquer. It represents a fear that you have to overcome. Fear of change, fear of going from an introvert to an extrovert, going out and socializing, meeting new people. You were once a hermit. Now look at you. Your friend circle has increased. More people are noticing you. Yes, it's frightening. It's overwhelming. But ask yourself, as great as I feel that I am, as great as I know I am, wouldn't I want other people to know how great I am? Don't you want other people to know how great you are? Don't you want other people to appreciate you, to respect you, to know just how great you truly are? Yes, other people deserve to know that. Other people deserve to see that. You deserve to be acknowledged. Don't ever, ever let somebody tell you that you do not deserve to be acknowledged, that you are nothing. You are something. You are somebody. I know that sounds like preaching, but that's a fact. You are somebody. You're not just somebody. You are somebody. Think about that. Don't ever let nobody else tell you otherwise. Because that's them trying to hurt you. Once again, don't allow them. Don't allow these words, don't allow this negative energy to rain on your positive energy. You in a good mood. You are in a great place. You and your sir, you have a protective shield. You have activated your shield. Can't nobody else deactivate that. Nobody else has the code but you. You are the only one that has the code to deactivate your shield. Don't let nobody else take that from you. Stay on your hustle. Stay on your grind. Whatever it is you working towards, keep working towards that. And nothing else will matter. Nothing else will matter. Things are changing. So what? Flow with it. Be like water. Flow. Just flow with it. See where it gets you. Keep your eyes open and your ears open. Yes. Stay on your toes. But don't live in fear. Because living in fear will keep you from reaching your full potential. It will keep you from making it to the proverbial promised land of where you're trying to go. The promised land of your life. That high peak, that top of the mountain that you're trying to get to. It's good. You keep being scared of every little thing, every little new thing that comes into your life. You keep being afraid, and I promise you, your past will live with you way longer than you want it to. The old you is still going to be there. Now you just a half and half. Now you half old you, half new you. No. Get rid of that old half. Get rid of that half. Pour that out and fill it with more good shit. More positive energy. Seriously, people say, oh, he feeling himself. Yes, feel yourself. For real. Oh, yeah, he's smelling this. Damn right you are. You should. You should walk with your head up. Don't let nobody put your head down. Don't let nobody come in your field. Don't let nobody come behind your shield. Man, that's your shield. That's your world. You are in your bubble. But you ain't scared. You're not afraid. So anything else that somebody says or does to you, that should not matter. These are the type of things. This is the energy. This is the mindset that you need to break free of who you used to be. Get rid of, throw out all those cons. Keep the pros, because those pros are going to help enhance. They're going to help enhance you, who you trying to be. And it's going to get you to where you need to be way quicker. Because you're too busy grinding that you ain't even realizing that you're just that much closer. You are that much closer to the finish line. That's how you break free of your old self. That's how you let go of who you used to be. You got to tell yourself the old you is gone. The old me is gone. I have figured out new ways to deal with old emotions. New ways to kick old habits. I'm sad. I'm not going to throw a tantrum. I'm going to take a breath. I'm going to take a breath and ask myself, okay, why am I feeling this way? Take time, pause, and collect yourself. Don't let nobody see you crumble, because you can't crumble. So how they going to see you crumble when you can't do it, when you're not, because you're not going to allow yourself to crumble. You're not going to allow the old you to come back, because now you are reprogrammed. You are rewired. You have hardwired yourself into this new version of you that you love. You love yourself because you are a good person. You are a good person. Whoever's listening to this, you are a good person. Don't ever forget that. And when you keep that in here and you keep that in here, bury that thought right here and keep it there. And tell yourself all the time, no matter whatever sad feeling you're going through, whatever emotions you're going through, just remember that this right here is locked in there. You are a good person. It's locked in there. Just on repeat. I am a good person. I am a good person. I am appreciated. I love myself and I am loved by others. I'm loved by the people that matter to me. That's all. I know that old me is not coming back. That, my friend, that right there, that's how you reform. That's how you reprogram. And that is how you appreciate the new you. Because you've accepted it. Accept this new life, people. Accept it. Change is good. It's scary because it's good. And it's good because it's scary. And it represents something else you have to overcome. Folks, once again, if you reached the end of this video, I want to thank you for tuning in. Also, if you're new here, don't be a stranger. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share. And in case nobody else tells you, I'll tell you. I'm proud of you. Keep it up.